Hi guys. I'm gonna give you guys just a second to log in here. We're only gonna go for about 10-15 minutes, but I just wanted to check in and I wanted to do a self-check for all of you guys. So insane, intense, overwhelming, and it's uncomfortable for for most people. So hi everyone. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys. So this is uncomfortable. I'm not going to let you you know me. I'm not a sugarcoater. I'm not going to sugarcoat all this bullshit going on. There's a shit show in the sky. There's a shit show in the world. And the good news is usually when you see all this shit, it smells and it doesn't taste good and it doesn't feel good. So we change ways. Hi, beautiful. I'm gonna come see you, by the way, this weekend. So when there's crappy things, we tend to wake up from crappy things, right? And so what I've been realizing is that you guys well, what about what's going on out there, right? And I wanted you guys to kind of pay attention. Have you guys been feeling confused lately, especially yesterday and the day before? Like I've been very and I know this might trip some of you up, but there's parallel realities going on. There's multiple parallel realities happening at the same time. And so we're jumping timelines, and that's uncomfortable. What most people don't get is that it's like you're doing something and then you're like, wait, what was I doing? And you knew you went to go get something, but you were on your way to go get something else. And we're having a lot of bouts of confusion and or moments of being forgetful and moments of being in this nothingness state, as I would call the void. Okay. And so when you're in this void window of nothingness or confusion and you're like, wait a minute, you could have just gotten up to go get a pen from the other room and you were writing something on a note, like, oh, I got to write this sticky note, all right? And then you got up to go get the pen and you're like, what was I going to do, right? Why was I on my way here? And so the good news is that this time of non-clarity, non-understanding, confusion, forgetfulness. The good news is that it's an opportunity to, it's giving you time to not choose, right? To choose from a truth instead of old programmed cellular debris. And our cells you've heard the term muscle memory, right? So our muscles, our nerves, our cells, they get programmed into a memory. And then in order to undo that memory, we have to reprogram. Well, if you get into a state of a situation where you don't have any programming and it's uncomfortable and you don't have this state of, what was the program? Where am I? What do I want? Where am I going? What am I doing? When you get there, that's when the soul kicks in. That's when the soul truth kicks in. This is the soul blueprint I've taught you guys all about. And if you don't know your soul blueprint, you can go look at your astrology chart and look for those 4 hot spots that I teach. Okay, and when you look for that ability for you to see why God, source, universe brought you here, you chose to come here right now. So the shit show that's happening in the world and in the sky, let's add to this. Yesterday, and I didn't put it together because yesterday I kind of took a day off and I just took care of me, and I kept having these bouts of confusion. What am I doing? Where am I? Where am I going? What do I want? There were moments where I was like, do I want to even keep doing this, right? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I had clarity. Then I was like, what? This is what we're all experiencing, right? And so instead of that cellular memory and programming, we're all getting bouts of confusion and kind of almost like forgetfulness so that we can get into the soul. So you can get into your heart. You can get into your heart center and your truth center. Then you add Uranus, the planet up in the sky. It went retrograde yesterday. And when it went retrograde, what happens is planet Uranus is a sudden burst in, sudden burst out. And it's all about truth. And it's all about freedom. And it's all about the collective and humanitarian and how do I fit in to the masses. That's it. So again, we can go poo-poo the planets. You all know, even as an astrologer, I don't use the planets as excuses. They use them as energetic patterns. Oh, there's a highway it showed us to get on or off. Oh, here's a highway the moon is triggering us to get on emotionally or not. It's very, very basic if you look at all the planets and the energetic patterns as highways. You have all avoided the highway many times of Mercury retrograde, and it got you. And your car broke, your computer broke, your phone broke, right? So now we're in a Mercury or a Uranus retrograde. There's several planets, but I'm not going to get into all of them because we're just in such an Aquarian energy. Now, by the way, I'm bringing this up, and the reason I say that is because Sunday in 48 hours we're having a full moon in Aquarius, which is the sign of Uranus. It's all this Aquarian energy that's getting blasted open, and most people don't like Aquarius energy because as fast as something is in, it's out. So you're seeing chaos, and then all of a sudden yesterday was like crickets, like, oh, I see the same thing over and over again. I've already seen that. And then it's nothing. Then you see it, then it's not. Then you see it, then it's not. It's like something gets put on the TV wizardry, right? And it told you it's this, and then the next day something's more important and it's not important. And it's then someone in your family and your life, they're so distraught and dramatic about a topic, and then all of a sudden the next day they're fine. And then there's nothing wrong with them. And then for you, you show up and you do something, or you're having a pain in your body, and then the second you start addressing it and trying to fix it, all of a sudden something pulls your attention out, and then you don't have the pain in your body. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Chaos and crickets. Okay, so the chaos and crickets got slowed down, and Uranus is the sudden burst in, sudden burst out planet. Okay, and so when it's going backwards, it's kind of going, hold on. How do you feel about your truth? Your truth, not the world's truth. Enough. Quit trying to save the world. Save you. Prove to the planet, prove to the universe, prove to yourself you can look inside of you and go, I kind of got a leaky spot there. I got a leaky spot there. It's in your chart. It's in your personality. It's in the world that you live in by just looking at the world as I teach. Your reality reflects your relationships. So if you don't like the relationships you're in, get ready. Aquarius rules relationships, friendships, experiences. It will remove them from you just as fast as they've been in. They were in for 30 years and they're going to be out in 30 seconds. That's how fast this is going to happen, which is why we're having these moments of, the best word is just confusion and forgetfulness. Anybody on here experiencing this, please comment in the comments. I want you guys to be able to kind of validate this, that you're having these short bouts of what was I doing? Where was I going? What do I want? Who am I? And I'm going to tell you, your GPS, your soul already knows. It knows where we're going. It knows what we're doing. The whole, like I said, the crap going on in the world right now it's not about where you're going and what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, and yes, because we're all feeling it. No one's exempt now. Everyone keeps going, well, I don't want to do that. You don't have a choice. Some of us are like, okay, tell me where it's going to happen. I'm telling you today so that you're not tripped up when it does. That's it. And it can be very, very, someone said, yep, lacking focus. That's where I've been. This lacking focus is the second. Yesterday I was trying to make some videos for my I Deserve It Center group. If you're in the I Deserve It Center, they get an additional mini video from me every Thursday, and it's in a private text, and they get it. And I literally I had to focus so hard to be able to build this. And in order to do that, I was working harder than I needed to. And then I would have to start each one over, and I couldn't focus. Yes, see, someone said, yes, all this week. And again, don't get me wrong. I'm using yesterday as when it happened. The energy when it's going into a retrograde or a planet or a collective holds an energy form. When it does that, it goes backwards for weeks. It's called a shadow week. So this person who just said, yes, all this week, I too have felt it all this week. It just was more intense yesterday. Literally, I have a full schedule, right? And then yesterday, my whole schedule got wiped out. I was like, and then I did the whole, I don't know what to do with myself. And then I was like, well, what should I do? And then I had this whole lacking focus. And then I was like, everything I tried to do was short-lived. chaos, like do this, hurry up, and then it was like nothing. And then chaos, and then nothing. And I want you to be okay with the nothingness, because the nothingness is having you sit in this centeredness and going, I'm really okay. I'm really okay. No matter what leaves, I'm okay. I'm amazing. You're all brilliant, and you're all smart, and your souls all came to this planet to be brilliant, beautiful lighthouses. So I'm gonna give you 2 more minutes here and let you go. But I just needed you guys to know that you're okay, and that lighthouses are okay in storms. They don't move. They don't care. They don't care what shit show is going on around us. Okay. See, even someone said, yeah, I was due at an event on Wednesday and I totally forgot. And I was like, I'll be there. And what's funny is I got ready so fast because I was so worried about being late to this event that I was early, and then everyone else was late. And so this weird, again, forgetfulness confusion I want you to just be okay with it, because in that moment I sat there and I thought, okay, what do I need to understand about being here in this moment by myself when I forgot it? And now I'm here. I was so hungry. I didn't wait for anyone. I just ordered my food early and then they showed up. I just enjoyed that moment. Okay. So my best answer to all of you is be a lighthouse. The lighthouse does not care what storm's going on around it, and you can see many storms that are visual for you. Will you walk into the storm and realize what's going to happen to all of you, whether you look at it or not? I'm not a fan of the TV wizardry, digital wizardry, social wizardry. I'm not. This is like the Wizard of Oz crap, right? It's happening and then it's not. And then they tell you it's this and then it's not. And that's what happens, right? So I'm going to suggest that you all pull out of that and have faith when everything wipes out or you forget or nothing happens, to get into your sovereign, independent lighthouse. And what the lighthouse wants is to shine as to who you are, what your soul needs in that moment. Your soul might need what I needed, which was to watch some random show. And it didn't last very long, because then I was like, oh, it's over. Then I had to switch. Then I took a bath. Then the bath didn't last very long. And then I was like, oh, then I'm going to go do this. Then I'm going to do the videos. I just let myself be where I needed to be until I didn't need to. And that's what started making me question the lack of focus, which was, am I supposed to, am I missing something here? Is something wrong with me? No. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Nothing's wrong with you. Okay? You're all amazing, incredible, and you all are the lighthouses, so stay light. Don't move. Don't question the external. Don't question the shit show in the sky, the shit show in the world. Don't question any of that crap. It is not you. It is for you to get silent. There's the crickets, the chaos, the crap outside. Then all of a sudden it's silence up in your world. I want you to get in the silence and allow it to just be what it is. Because remember, if I'm a lighthouse, I don't care if there's a storm. I know who I am. I know in my DNA. I know in my cellular structure of my spinal fluid has every DNA in you of why you came, who you are, and what your truth purpose is. Remember, you all have a gift. Your gifts are not my gift. My gifts are not your gift. Good friend of mine that's on here, she equated one of my verbal gifts of explaining mindset to people to her chiropractic gift of alignment. My explanation of having alignment in your energy space in the world and with people is no different than having alignment in your body. Your body will correct. It will tell you where to go. It will how to straighten out, and it will feel better when you're in alignment. When you're out of alignment, you feel crappy. Now, the same thing applies to people. When you're out of alignment with people and places and experiences, things, thoughts, and truth, you will feel crappy. So these silent moments, these forgetful moments, are helping you get into alignment with your lighthouse. And the lighthouse doesn't move. The lighthouse is stable. The lighthouse is centered. And that's it. Okay, so have faith, guys. This is happening in the sky. This is nothing wrong with you. You are all okay. And in the quiet moments when you feel confused and you forgot why you were getting a pen, you'll remember. It'll come back. You'll glitch and you'll go, wait a minute, and then you'll go back. And if it takes you 15 times like it took me to make the videos yesterday, That's okay. I still got them done. I just was like, what is going on here? That's where you'll be. It's okay. I promise you're all amazing. I promise you're all okay. And I promise this is going to be so good when you finally realize that, oh, the stuff I kept paying attention to, it is not my soul's GPS, my soul's purpose. Stay in the light. Stay with your lighthouses. I'm out. I want to see you guys soon. I'll see you on Monday for Truth Tribe. We're going to talk about this to the extent because Sunday is the full moon and in Aquarius, and it's going to punch you guys again. And so you're going to be okay with it. And you're like, all right, let that go, because in the quiet, I know where to go. So I'll see you on Monday. We'll talk more about that, and we'll talk more about this confusion. We're going to talk more about who you are and why you're getting stuck, and so that the stuck is actually your greatest opportunity. I love you all. Brightest blessings. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care.